Stephanie, what's going on? Does he? Oh. Hey, chat, welcome. Sorry that was a little bit of a slow start on the stream. Not sure why we started a few minutes late, but we are now up and running for day 2 of the Mark Liu live stream. We know you have many choices for live streams. We thank you for choosing the desk for all of your live streaming needs. So we're going to be doing this every day, like we said, at 10 o'clock. Usually we start it a few minutes before 10. Today, I'm sorry, it was 10:05. We're still working out a few technical problems, but now we're up and running. So I am here to take your questions and talk a little bit about what we've done at the desk today and show you some work that we're going to be doing here at the desk for the rest of the day. The story that I just did here at the top of the 10 was kind of an interesting one. And I told a little bit of that story during the hit, and that was that we had heard on the scanner for the first story at 10 o'clock today at about 7 o'clock that there was an auto versus pedestrian accident near Van Nuys Middle School at Cedros and Albers. So one of our first responses was whenever there is an auto pedestrian accident at that time near a school, there is always your worst fear is that somehow somebody has been run over during school drop off, or that there's an injury to a child since it was that close to a school. So we did send SkyCal, but what we found was didn't look like it was very serious. When we talked to each other about what we saw with Chopper, the other assignment editors and I, we said there's one ambulance and one LAPD unit. Whatever this was, it doesn't look like it was terribly serious. We also didn't see a car there, so we thought, well, maybe this was a hit and run. But again, there would be more police officers there if it had been a hit and run. So we're kind of at a standstill. We didn't really do that. We couldn't really figure out what that was at the time. But one of the great assignment editors out in the newsroom, the desk, did not let it go. His name is Caden, and he called LAPD and was able to find out, and I was able to call LAPD as well to find out that what this was apparently an 11-year-old girl jumped out of the car during school drop-off, and mom rolled the car forward and it went over her own daughter's foot. That can be super painful and potentially an ankle or leg breaking injury. So LA City Fire said, thankfully, they did not need to take the girl to the hospital, which probably indicated it was not a broken bone. They were able to be treated on scene. What we couldn't figure out, though, is I asked LAPD whether or not that little girl ended up going to school or went home with mom. I kind of understand LAPD or LA City Fire probably wouldn't have that information. That's sort of like a family thing. They wouldn't really ask, is the kid going to school? So I don't know. Maybe the little girl got the day off from school with a bandaged up ankle. But it's a good lesson to everybody who has children to, take it easy when you're going to drop off at school. The other story that I'm working on today, and I don't know if I'm going to get any other further updates, is there was a wild story overnight, a double carjacking in Sun Valley. As many as 11 people, I'm going to do it at 10:30. I'm going to call LAPD, see if they have anything new here in just a second. As many as 11 people were involved in a carjacking of 2 different cars. It was like a Hyundai and a BMW. Let's see if I can remember in my notes what it was. A Hyundai Genesis and a white BMW were carjacked. One of the carjackers had a gun, but didn't fire it. LAPD says that they used bodily force to take the cars, which is just where they kind of like force their way in. Any bodily force is anything using fists or physical contact with a victim, punches, whatever. But these two cars got carjacked. It was right behind a body shop. And in a second, I'll look. There was a piece of video that we got that showed LAPD looked like a property next to the body shop. And looking at Google Satellite, it looks like it's a yard with cars in it that was gated off. And I couldn't get an answer from LAPD if that was like associated with the auto shop, because it would make sense if there was an auto shop and then there was a yard right next to it. Maybe that's where they park the cars when they're done being fixed or whatever. So we don't know. And I also couldn't get from LAPD whether or not the 2 cars that were taken were just people that were there or they were part of the body shop. They were being fixed there. LAPD didn't have that information. I'm going to try and get that information from them on the phone in a little bit. As always, I can always take questions from you in chat if you want. I got a question from Miguel Sorozano 3897. Mark, were you listening to the police scanner? Great question, Miguel. So here at the desk, we use a piece of software that is specifically designed for newsrooms to listen to radio traffic. It's called Rangecast. It's built by a guy, I believe he's in Ohio. He does build this software for newsrooms. It's an amazing piece of tech. It's changed the way we do assignment editing in Los Angeles and in other cities that use this piece of software. And it's kind of like a DVR or a streaming service for scanner traffic. We can scroll back and forth through scanner traffic. It's all recorded on a server. There are 900 channels of scanner traffic. We can sort by date, time. So what we have is, we buy this system from this guy, and he sets it up in our newsroom. It's the third-party vendor, Rangecast. We have a couple of different antennas around Southern California because you can't listen to all the radio traffic in Southern California from a single antenna. The antenna would have to be, 500 feet tall or something like that to listen to everything. Or it'd have to be on top of a mountain. But even if it was on Mount Wilson, we probably wouldn't be able to hear everything from Orange County. So we have a couple of strategic locations around Southern California where we have an antenna attached to a computer. The antenna records scanner traffic for that area, say Ventura or San Bernardino. And all that scanner traffic gets recorded on the local computer where the antenna is. And then that gets transmitted to a central server. And then that server sends it to me here, or the assignment desk here in the newsroom. And I can scroll through it like it's on a DVR, which we don't even use DVRs anymore. It's all streaming services. But there used to be a thing called a TiVo for you kids out there that don't know. And it's like, I used to describe it as TiVo for scanners. I could like go back and forth. So one of the really cool things is before, in the olden days of assignment editing, when I first started, if you missed something on the scanner, you were a bad assignment editor. You missed it. It's like, did I just hear a homicide? Did I just hear a house fire? I didn't hear the address. I don't know if the fire department's going to say the address again. Maybe my competitor at another TV station heard the address. They've got their crews already going. I missed the address. My news director is going to yell at me. What am I going to do? So in the olden days, assignment editors had to laser focus in on the scanners to make sure you didn't miss anything. Now we get a little bit of a break because if I hear there's a fire burning somewhere on the LA City fire scanners, I'm like, oh, there's a fire burning. I don't know what the address is. I can listen to the scanner traffic go back in time to hear the initial call out, and they'll say, 14th and Main, or 12,000 block of Ventura Boulevard is where the fire is. That was 5 minutes in the past. Now I know I can send my crew right there. So that's why I think in the 21st century here, we're able to catch breaking news stories a lot faster, because even if we hear like the scanner traffic 5 or 6 minutes late, it doesn't mean we're going to miss the story, and assignment desk can be very busy. It's sometimes a tiny little piece of scanner traffic can be missed, which has all of the critical information. And now we have a great piece of scanner traffic that allows us a great scanner software that allows us to go back and hear those things. Okay, so it's 10:12. The next thing I got to worry about is the 10:30 hit, which I think I'm going to do the carjacking story. I'm going to try and get a refresh on it from LAPD headquarters. So I'm going to call them. I got to build my hit like I showed you yesterday. We're going to build it here in iNews and put it together. And it's going to be mostly pretty easy to do that because I'm going to use some of the same video from before. I'm just going to try and freshen up with some new information so the viewers can see what I've uncovered. So I'm going to take some graphics out. Give me 1 second while I work on this. This would be a good time if you have any questions. I'll try and answer them as they come along. Let's see. We're going to call this the desk now, since it's not really developing anymore. I'm going to take out the breaking super. Don't need a live crew. Probably won't need SkyCal for anything. SkyCal is not flying right now. They flew all morning, so they only have about 2.5 hours of fuel in SkyCal. So they have to land. They're usually on the ground right now. We can launch them for breakers. For those of you who don't know, SkyCal flies out of Van Nuys Airport. Great position in the valley to get to the valley wherever we need to go. And if we need to hop over the other side of the hill, we can go right across the hill or go south on the 405 to get to the beach. What did we call this? We called this Sun Valley carjacking. Let's see. Where did I last do this one? I did it at 9. Sun Valley carjacking. Let's see. And what else do I need? That's it. This. Oh yeah, I don't need an anchor intro because we don't do anchor intros at 10. It's just me, and also me. Occasionally, chat, you may hear me say some lines from some of my favorite movies. And that one was from one of my favorite science fiction movies of all time, The Matrix, when Agent Smith starts copying himself in the big fight with Neo before in the courtyard. God, it's a great movie. Can you believe that was 2003, chat? Unreal. Okay. Okay, let's call LAPD. LAPD. LAPD has one of the greatest public information offices of all time. They're always on duty, and they're very friendly there. Hey, Officer Tursis, it's Mark Liu calling from CBS LA. How are you? Good. I wanted to get a little check on something, see if there's any update to a story from last night in Sun Valley on Lankershim Boulevard. I have the exact address. I don't have the incident number, but it was like a double carjacking out there. Can you look up the call for me? Yeah. Oh, okay. So, I mean, basically two vehicles taken, 10 to 11 suspects. Um, that's it, right? Nobody in custody, no updates like that. Okay. Okay. Do we know the vehicles, were they part of the auto body shop that was there, or were they just occupied by people that were there? Do you have any details like that? Okay, we don't know. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So LAPD headquarters had no further details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something that I wasn't able to do this morning. I'm going to try and go back and review some of the radio traffic. Unfortunately, chat, you won't be able to hear it. I've got to hear it in my ear. But I'm going to try and listen to see. Let's see. I got to find out. I believe that might be Devonshire Division. Let's look at the LAPD online and see what division. I don't know if that's Devonshire Division or Mission Division up there. And I realize I should have probably done this earlier, but let's go back and review it and see if I can glean anything from the radio traffic. Oh, it's Foothill. Boy, was I way off. Okay. Foothill Division. So what you're seeing here, this is, to the question that was earlier, you're going to see on the screen, this is the interface for Rangecast. This is what our system looks like here. And I know it's kind of hard to see all of the details, but on this side is the list of all the channels that I can listen to, and on this side is the actual radio traffic segments that are coming through. So I'm gonna go, it's currently set to LA City Fire, so I'm gonna LA City Police, and what did I say, Foothill Division? So I'm gonna highlight only Foothill Division. I only wanna listen to Foothill. And I know that this happened last night, so that would be the 11th, and it happened at about 10:26. So we're gonna start listening at about 10:20 p.m. on the 11th. And see what I can hear. Let's see. See all of these. I've got lots of bits of radio traffic here. Some of them are like less than a second long, so I'm going to set it to only listen to stuff that's more than a second long. So I'm hearing some radio traffic before this incident. Ah, this is it right here. Hold on. At 10:27. Hold on, here we go. 10:27. Let me listen to it. Oops. Ambulance ADW in progress on Lancashire Boulevard. 10 to 11 suspects holding PR's friend. PR's person reporting. So they called it an assault with a deadly weapon in progress at the time. Okay, happened at the back of the business. We knew that. Okay, they arrived 15 minutes later. Air unit overhead. Air unit got overhead and started vectoring in LAPD officers. I can hear that. Suspects still in the alley when the air unit was overhead. Okay. Units are going code 6 in the alley. Code 6 means, for LAPD code, that means they've stopped their cars and are investigating. Hold on, I just heard, I missed it. Male, conscious and breathing. How old? 40 years old. Injury to the head. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. RI requested for that injury. All suspects GOA at this time. After talking to the victim, okay. Suspects are GOA. So the two people in the alley were not suspects. There's a red Corvette parked in the alley. They asked the air unit to get heat signatures off of it. They ran the plate on it, had no wants or warrants on it. Sounds like it may not have been involved in this. It was just a red Corvette that was parked there. Switching to a simplex channel now. So sounds like there's not going to be too much more radio traffic on this because the officers that are on scene started talking just to each other there and stopped radioing back to dispatch because they had officers investigating. Yeah, not a whole lot of more radio traffic that I could glean on this story, it seems. Miguel Sorozano, Mark, come show us the crash from last night, please. I'm not sure which crash you're talking about, Miguel. Was that something that Mike covered? Welcome, Jewel Rob 1. And Omar Quinones says, how you work on CBS LA. I'm not sure what your question is, but I've been working at CBS LA for about 23 years. Maybe that was your question. Yeah, not a whole lot new to update on this story at 10:30, unfortunately. This is what happens sometimes with assignment editing. You try and dig into it, hope you can get some more, but there's really nothing there. Yeah, I can hear the radio traffic here on Foothill already by like 10:50. They've already moved on to other crimes. LAPD's already talking about other crimes around Foothill Division. Okay, well, am I overmodulated again? I'm sorry. They told me that I'm speaking too loud, Jewel Rob. That's the problem. I've got to. I'm too excited. I have to bring it down a little bit. Okay, Julian, you got it. Was there a crash yesterday in Sun Valley? What crash are you talking about? Plane off the runway. Oh, freeway crash?
At Clinton High School in New Jersey, senior Gianna Colon is a three-sport athlete. Sophomore Sebastian Fazio loves math and baseball, and Hamza Ramash is in the band and a goalie on the hockey team. Three productive students who admit they seriously struggle.
Okay, chat, so there's some shenanigans going on in chat. Alexi, the 11 a.m. producer, is in chat asking me what I'm going to do for the 11 because yesterday he asked me on top line and I did not answer him, and I only answered him on the live stream. So Alexi, I will call you and we can discuss what we want to do for the 11. I don't know if you want the girl with her foot run over again or if you want a different story. Let me. This is very funny, Alexi. See, this producers sometimes pick on me, chat. That's the problem. They pick on me. Okay, I'm going to stop this radio traffic. Hold on. There may be something brewing in another part of the country. Chat, what's going on? Okay, Associated Press reports. Police report active shooter at a synagogue. Oh no, in Michigan. A smoke billowing from the building. Oh, that's not good. Police report active shooter at synagogue. Mr. Smith. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, all right. Producer Kathy Kang is telling me about this. Let's see, let me see if there's video already up on the Matrix somewhere here. Kathy, how do I find Kathy? It's Kathy Kane's number. What's your? Right, what am I looking for? Do I have any? Nope, nothing there. Let's try Newspath.
Meg Oliver, CBS News, Clifton, New Jersey.
Hi, do you see video of this out of Michigan anywhere yet? Yeah, I don't see it on Newspath yet. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt, I know. Okay. Is it an RTOC? I mean, I don't think I can do it at 10. You want me to try and do it at 10:30? I mean, yeah, I have one line from the AP. We could do it for 11. Okay. Lexi was just asking me what I'm doing for 11 anyway, so I figure I probably need to tell him that. But did you say, so you say you see it somewhere? I can see it on Newspath 9. All right, let me talk TOC. Okay, all right, bye. Thanks, bye. Hey, it's Mark Liu. Hey, so Kathy is telling me that we've got something coming in, oh geez, from Michigan, possibly on Newspath 9. Where would I be able to see that on my matrix? Is it like routed somewhere? There's, in Newspath 9, it's possibly an active shooter at a synagogue. Live view, which one? Live view 4? Great, live view 4. All right, very good, thank you. Okay, bye. Okay, all right, chat, I gotta call the executive producer. Hi. Thing for top of the 11? Yes, I agree. Oh, that's fine. Wonderful. AP has got some information. If there, do you think? Oh, okay. I just got video. It just came up. It looks like it's a static shot. Lots of police cars. I can't see a synagogue. I just see. Oh, there's aerials. Oh, okay. I would hope. I mean, Kathy looked and she only saw on Newspath 9 this ground shot. But if you can hunt around, I'm gonna start. I gotta do my hit at 10:30 here. If you can hunt around for any work on those aerials, I can cut those or whatever for the top of the 11. Okay. Or a live picture. I would take a live picture too. That's fine. But the aerials, there's always a chance that like the chopper goes away. That's why I like to cut the aerials. You know. So, okay. All right. Thanks. Bye bye. Whew. Okay. Well, that's not good, Chad. It says the Associated Press says police are responding to reports of an active shooter at a synagogue outside of Detroit, Michigan. Smoke billowing from the roof. Ugh. WDIV-TV reports a truck crashed into Temple Israel Synagogue in West Bloomfield Township, Michigan on Thursday. Footage from the scene shows dozens of police vehicles surrounding the building. Jewish Federation of Detroit advises all Jewish organizations in the area to go into lockdown protocol. Nobody in or out of your building. This is awful. Okay, so I know you can't see this chat, but I'm seeing a live picture right behind your camera. Oh, I got to do this hit. I'm sorry. I have to do another story, chat. I got to do local story. Okay. Okay, I'm hitting right after weather, chat. Hi. Great. 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 Great, great, great. Thank you. All right, bye. Ariel's coming in chat from Michigan soon. We'll be able to see him on this monitor once they get going. So this is. Yeah, VO and text to desk. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Arthur. take it. 1 second. I'm next. Yeah, good morning, Amber. LAPD says they're investigating a situation where not one but 2 cars were taken in a carjacking at the same time, and they say there may be as many as 11 suspects on the loose. Let me show you some video shot that was last night. What you're looking at here is the back end of an auto body shop in Sun Valley near Lancashire, just south of the 5 freeway. So it was about 10:30 that LAPD got a call of an assault with a deadly weapon. Caller said that his friend was being assaulted by as many as 11 different people. Now, when LAPD arrived, they say they found a man, 40 years old here, with injuries to his head. He was taken to the hospital for treatment. LAPD later found out this was all part of a double carjacking. They say as many as 10 men dressed in dark clothing took 2 cars from this alley, a black Hyundai Genesis and a 2023 white BMW. Now, when LAPD first got on scene, the air unit spotted 2 people in the alley, thought they were suspects. Turns out they were not. LAPD then was seen looking in this yard right next to the auto body shop. It appears that's where some cars are stored. I called LAPD headquarters. They couldn't confirm for me what part of the investigation this was, but they say all 11 men involved in this double carjacking used bodily force to take both of those cars, and at least one of them had a handgun. It wasn't fired, but it was seen. Possibly they used it in a threatening manner. But all 11 of those suspects on the loose, as well as those 2 cars, a black Hyundai Genesis and a 2023 white BMW. LAPD still investigating, trying to track those cars and those suspects down. Now, is there something you want to tell us here at the desk? You can text it to us directly, 818-221-2222. You can send a text to that line to give us information about a story you want us to cover, something going on in your community, or you can send pictures or videos of things that you see, like breaking news stories, like that carjacking there in Sun Valley. All you have to do is text it to that number. It'll come right to me or a member of our assignment desk team. That's it here from the desk. I'll send it back to you. Okay, chat. Back to this. Okay, so let's look and see if we can look at some video here. If aerials might be pretty incredible of this scene in Michigan. So what I got to put together for the top of the 11. Okay, okay, here we go. This is it. This looks like aerials. Let's see what I can find here. Oh my goodness, chat, look at this. This is just, you're seeing this first time with me here. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this. Oh, I got to go over here. Wow, I can't see this here. Wait a minute. Okay, you should be able to see it. This apparently is that synagogue, and it definitely does look like it's on fire. So this is video apparently 3 minutes old. So this is still active. It's on a little bit of a delay. It's about 3 minutes old, but I'm probably gonna have to cut some of this video. That is a big synagogue. That is a large building. Looks like it's in a residential area. I'm not familiar with this area of Detroit. I've never worked in Detroit. They said the name of the area in the AP Wire story. I might give a call to the Detroit CBS station to see if there's any other information, but I want to get a good idea of what we're looking at here. They said there's a truck that went into the building. That's what the Associated Press said, but I don't see what looks like an entry point. You would expect, chat, to see like some kind of like a hole in a wall or something, right? And I'm not sure how this relates to an active shooter as well. If this truck went into the building and then there was an active shooter, or what. I'm going to have to try and get some information about that too. But yeah, this is all right. Let's scrub through this here a little bit and see if we can see anything else. Okay, so that was okay. All right, not seeing like an impact point here. Okay, let's see what else we can learn about this here. First thing, let's go back to the Wire story. Synagogue. Let's call it active shooter. It's Michigan. Police respond to reports of active shooter synagogue outside of Detroit. WDIV-TV reports truck crash into Temple Israel Synagogue in West Bloomfield Township. Temple is. Let's see if we can find that on the map. Let's see where that is. This is, what do we say, West Bloomfield? Here we go. Temple Israel, Walnut Lake Road, West Bloomfield. Well, that's not it.
construction company, all registered to this one address, was nowhere to be found.
Synagogue and religious school.
Is hired to verify that these people are real people. While doing that for banks, fraud investigators
WWJ is the station sending us the video.
businesses, he says,
That's not a synagogue on the map. Where is, oh, is this it?
things in common.
That's not it. Let's look at CBS Detroit.
Like Thomas, most who came here for school or work temporarily, but then
CBS Detroit. Let's see what there's. West. Okay, here we go. Oh. In West Bloomfield. Okay. Oh, I guess it is out there. What, on Walnut Lake Road? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that thing. That's big. Okay, so where is this in relation to Detroit? Okay, so northwest Detroit. Okay. Yeah, it's right in the heart of a residential area. Okay. All right. Let's call CBS Detroit. You would say, oh, don't you have that number like right in your Rolodex? No, I don't. They don't have oh, that's mail. Okay, let's do this. Let's give him a call. Wow, the sheriff is out there.
what's your credit score now?
490.
So your credit score was almost cut in half.
Yes. Is it big?
Hold on.
Thomas couldn't believe that Bank of America filed suit
4-8.
for more than $45,000.
He's talking about casualties right now.
This was very weird to hear.
Oh, no confirmed injuries yet.
Easily the bank gave out the loan.
Like,
It's made easy, Naaman says, because registering these businesses with the state makes the businesses seem real. And you can do it just like that. That's correct. We started the process with just a few clicks and 7
they're not.
So far, no questions asked, no verification required. California Secretary of State Shirley Weber oversees all of this, but wouldn't sit down with us to talk about her system and these issues. I'm looking for YJ Pharmacy. What issues still showing up in this woman's mailbox? She's been getting mail for another business Naaman identified as fake for months. And wondering what returning to sender may bring back to her.
From your mailbox, she asked whether these are bad people and what could possibly happen to her. And that was one of the victims, isn't she? Definitely.
And until it stops,
Sometimes I feel like I want to scream.
I'm not entirely sure who is
Okay.
blamed the most.
victims worry what other businesses they may find
Have a big problem. Yeah.
down.
Okay, so CBS Simon Desk is not answering. They're probably pretty darn busy. But this right here, there's video of what sounds like a sheriff or a chief of police. I gotta listen to him right now. He's talking about what's happening out there. Let me see if I can get this, who this is. Okay, hold on. Very early. Preliminary information. One individual. Okay, so Chad, here's what this guy just said. He looks like he's got 4 stars on his lapel, so he's got to be a chief or something. He just said that apparently this morning an individual came to the temple and security at the temple engaged that individual in gunfire. But then he said something about how the situation is static. There's been no movement since then. That to me sounds like the shooter may have been neutralized, or maybe the shooter is in a place that they can't get to, like inside the synagogue that's on fire. I don't know yet. There's a 1 mile radius shelter in place order. What? Okay, he just said something else important here. I gotta hear this. Hold on. Okay. Active, busy, still trying to figure it out. Potential casualties question. No one at the moment has been confirmed to be hurt, except potentially the shooter. Wow, that was... They have no idea who the shooter is at the moment. But the person is not in custody. It's a work in progress. Okay. A big facility, a lot of land around it. They just don't know if there's still an active threat. Everyone has been moved out of the school. So it's a school and a synagogue. Okay, so there were kids there. Okay, I need to start cutting video for the top of the 11. I got 20 minutes, chat. We gotta lock in. All right, we gotta lock in here, chat. I'm gonna use 2 pieces of video. I don't think I can use a soundbite. I just don't have time to do it. What else do they have? Okay. There's a new update from The Wire as well. Update from The Wire. Active shooter synagogue. Truck crashed in the synagogue. Okay. The FBI driver. Okay. Kash Patel said FBI agents are at the scene of an apparent vehicle ramming and active shooter situation at the synagogue. Oakland County Sheriff's Office, I thought it was West Bloomfield, apparently Oakland County, has cleared the building. Dozen parents sprinted to get their children from an early childhood learning center inside the building. Ugh, what a nightmare. Okay, West Bloomfield School District went on lockdown. Temple Israel called itself the nation's largest Reform synagogue with 12,000 members. It also has an early childhood education center. CBS News is going on the air with a special report. I'm hearing this in my ear right now. Okay, so this is very serious. Okay, so CBS News is going to be going on the air with a special report on this. So we'll be getting information from them too. Okay, so let me start putting this together. This is, let's call this synagogue shooting. All right, I need to start editing this. Okay, I got 2 pieces of video, right? I got this. Where's those aerials that I saw before? That's what I need to see. This is the ground shot. Where's this one? This one's CNN. This one is, here. This is aerials. Here we go. Okay. We'll call, okay, that's crazy. Okay, this is crazy. We're going to start, chat. We're going to start with this shot here. We need to show the synagogue and the smoke coming out of it. That's good. Let's go to ground video now. Is there ground video on this ingest? There is some ground video, but it's not very good. That's not very good. There's got to be better ground video than that. Let me see. We'll go here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's FBI right there. We can say FBI is there. Okay, that's good. Kash Patel also said there's FBI there. We got FBI agent. Although, is there better? Okay, that's good. Just like that. We'll do this. Okay. Ooh, there's armored vehicle coming in. That's really good too. Man, there's a lot of resources here. Chad, I mean, this is indicative of, like, they definitely do not know if the shooter is still active or not. It could possibly be still there. I guess I might have some time to do... Oh, here's this guy. What's his name? Here he is again. What is this guy's name? He's a sheriff. He's a sheriff. What do we say? Sheriff of Oakland County? Let's see if we can find his picture. I can get his name. Sheriff of Oakland County, right? Oakland County, Michigan. Chat, this is how we find out who it is. Who is the Oakland County Sheriff? That's him. Michael J. Bouchard. That's the man who's speaking. I'm going to try and cut a soundbite from him. Hi.
Did you see the sheriff on CNN?
I'm doing it right now. I'm cutting sound right now. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Cordell. Okay, here, I'm going to cut this soundbite right here. What did he say?
It's very interesting. He invited me to be a part of promoting my use of faith with respect to my article. He wouldn't be an actor and have the opportunities he has as a lead star.
Okay, that's the soundbite I'm going to use.
That way in the relevance in that media.
Okay, should we use this one?
Sharks are historically survivors, but the chemistry
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
in ways sharks have never experienced.
Why is this video so poor? Okay, we're going to use something else here. This is a different piece of video. Oh, this is a reporter. Okay.
Brings colder, more acidic water to the surface.
As that CO2 continues to build and build and build,
I guess I could use this.
things become more and more acidic. So animals
Use
are
this.
used to getting spikes of this acidic water, but not constantly.
Sharks are built differently. But not immune to these changes.
Sorry I can't talk so much yet. I got to get this video edited. I have 12 minutes to get this on the air, so
And they have a nano
you know, this video has artifacts in it.
what's happening is their ability to
The internet has failed me, chat. I'm trying to get higher quality video here. Oh, that's good. What is this?
being bound differently. And
More FBI agents.
cannot produce the same coverage
Okay, that's good. FBI and police at the scene. Oh, this video has artifacts in it. This is driving me crazy.
starting to decay or become softer. But if those teeth start to become weakened, that means they lose that crushing ability.
And what is a shark without its teeth? The fossil record of prehistoric sharks like the megalodon may offer critical clues.
Much of what we know about what species of sharks existed
Okay.
come from those teeth that were slept off.
Okay. Editing sound bites always takes longer, chat. Takes a little bit more skill. I got to clear out some stuff. Got to make sure the director knows what I'm doing. I got to use a little bit of a white flash here. We're going to go here with this. Put a white flash here with this. With this. And with this. Okay, so we're going to call this one. What did I need? This is Satvo Synagogue shooting.
Labs like this one.
Except I spelled synagogue wrong, chat. Okay. Spelled synagogue wrong twice, chat. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. No bright eyes, no sky cow. Do I have live pictures? I might use live pictures here. Okay. Okay. This is the VO, and that's this one. This is the VO. Okay. Someone is sending me an instant message at the worst possible time. Okay. Shoot. I still need to finish this too. Jeez. I didn't even finish this first VO. How did I end here? That's this. Look at this. Okay. Yes. EP confirmed takes as much time as you need for breaking news. Plan on being live again at 15. Okay. Doing 3 hits this hour, chat. It's gonna be a big day. Here we go. Synagogue shooting. This is this. Okay. Did someone put this in for me? Oh, thank goodness. Hi, Justin. Now see, this is what helpful. This is helpful. Someone wrote my anchor toss for me. That's good.
Are you having a freak out?
Not freaking out, just very busy. Very busy. Chat, that was Director Justin, one of the finest directors in the news business. I think I've just accidentally blown out one of my, okay. This has got to go here. No, it's breaking news. Did I do that wrong? Okay, this I don't need. Story, float, okay. Okay, breaking news. Did this go to the server? It went to the server. Next piece of video here. This goes here. This goes here. Okay, let's go send that to the server. This guy, what's his out queue? Oh wait, what's his name? I got to super his name. His name is, what did we say, chat? What's the guy's name? It's a sheriff, right? Breaking news. His name was Michael J. Bouchard. He is Oakland County Sheriff. And what was his out cue? What did he say? How did he end it? He says, until we figure out exactly what's going on. Until we figure out exactly what's going on. How long was that soundbite? 20 seconds. A little bit long, but that's okay. 20 seconds. Okay. Active. I got to put a super in here. What am I going to call it? Oh my God. Okay. This is active shooter at Synagogue. We're calling this West Boom. Okay. Okay. Do I want to use, I don't want to use a live picture. Do I want to use a live picture? I'm scared to use a live picture, chat, because there's going to be a reporter who's going to pop up in front of it. Hey, it's Mark Liu. Michelle, is there a live picture from Michigan that doesn't involve a reporter standing in front of it? Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried. LiveView 5 is supposed to have that. I'm just like, my nightmare scenario is I'm going to toss to it and there's going to be some random reporter standing in front of it. Yeah. They're all like that. I know, every camera has a reporter in front of it. Okay. 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 I roger that. Okay, bye. Okay. Okay. Okay, live. Okay. 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 You will have room to read. Take your time. We will drop breaks, what we need to do, all going back to you at 15, and then again at 11:30. Okay. 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 I need to figure out. What is this? Temple Israel. Hi.
I got one more thing to take.
Hi. What's up?
Can I give you a heads up? Okay.
Yeah. What's up?
CBS Special Report will join our newscast once they conclude.
Okay.
So if I get in your ear and say CBS joined, please welcome CBS viewers. That's it.
Okay. We want to welcome CBS
And you're
viewers.
going-
Okay, that's fine.
You don't have a time. You're going as long as you go.
Okay, I always go as long as I go. Okay. Amanda, you and I may join this together here. So.
What?
Well, there is an active shooter situation in Michigan. I don't know if you're how far into the loop you are in on this. It sounds like they may let this breathe between you and me, so we may go for a while talking about it. I have as much details as I can get. The critical thing here is apparently the Oakland chief of police was there, said that the shooter was engaged by Temple security. There was a gun battle, but there are no injuries except for possibly the shooter, but we don't know where that person is.
So the shooter is possibly injured, but unknown
Unknown if they're neutralized or, but here's the thing, the temple is also apparently on fire. So, because there was a truck that was rammed into it. So it's potentially that maybe the shooter is inside the temple and it's on fire. They can't find that person. I don't know. That's kind of vague at this point. I don't know what's going on. But, okay, so let's see, chat. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna go on here, chat. We're gonna say goodbye in about 4 minutes. I may not be able to say goodbye to you in an official capacity because I may be doing live stuff. But this is what happens when you have breaking news in the newsroom. So sorry about that. I couldn't be as engaged today. Let's see. Kash Patel tweeting, FBI personnel are on the scene with partners in Michigan responding to the apparent vehicle ramming active shooter situation in the Temple Israel Synagogue. Okay. What did I say? We said it was in northwest Detroit. Actually, I might be able to bring this up. Oh, I don't know if I have time to do this. Let's see. Walnut Lake Road. Explorer. We're going to do this here.
Good, how you been? Good? Right?
I was in the hospital all night with Arnold.
Yeah.
He had a mountain biking incident. And yeah, it was like so jolting. Oh yeah. Hi. Okay.
Red. More settings.
Sounds good.
Default. Large. Done. Here. Okay. What? I need to do possibly. Can I do Bright Eyes? X11A. Let's do Bright Eyes.
Hi, good morning.
Did I have Bright Eyes? No. Okay. Here's this. Okay.
How long ago did this happen?
That's a great question. I don't actually have a report of the time.
Next on CBS LA at 11 a.m. Hot temperatures forcing a next weather alert today and tomorrow. And new threats from Iran affecting everything from national security to gas prices. Plus, Big Bear adding an entire sports and entertainment district.
Oh, great. Okay. So
Midday, around 12:30.
oh, what the heck was this guy's name? I do.
How long do we plan on staying on this?
Who about what? Going long? Yeah, that's fine. We can. Yeah, I mean, you might tell the director. I might, if we go long, I could go back to a live picture. Just grab one of the live pictures from Michigan or something like that. I'll talk with Amanda.
CBS LA Mornings starts with breaking news.
Welcome in. Southern California is bracing for a big burst of heat. The next weather alert is in effect. All the details of what to expect and for how long. But first, we do have breaking news. At 11 this morning, police responding to reports of an active shooter at a synagogue outside of Detroit. Assignment manager Mark Liu is live at the desk. What do we know right now, Mark?
There are a lot of details coming into the newsroom here at the desk regarding this active shooter situation on what is being described as one of the nation's largest Reform synagogues in northwest Detroit. Sheriff's deputies out there say that this may have started with a truck that crashed into the synagogue, lighting it on fire. And then they say there was a gun battle with security officers there. The whereabouts and condition of the suspect involved in that shooting are unknown right now. Now, let me take you to some live pictures if we can. First, what you're going to see here is the outside of what's called the Temple Israel Synagogue in a place called West Bloomfield Township in Michigan. This is to the northwest of Detroit. It's a residential area of Detroit. This is a large building. And just in the last hour or so, there has been a very large police response here due to, first, what is being reported as some kind of a crash into that temple, and then also gunfire outside of the temple. Let me show you some video that was shot just a short time ago. This is video from a news helicopter in Detroit. You can see how large this structure is, and you can see smoke coming from some of the vents there on this very large property. Now, this is, again, the Temple Israel calls itself the nation's largest Reform synagogue, 12,000 members. There's also an early education center there at this site, and apparently children were evacuated from this site. Now, the chief of the Oakland County Sheriff has said that they don't know of any reported injuries right now, but they say that after that truck crash, there was an individual at the temple that engaged security officers there at the temple with gunfire. Now, unfortunately, they don't have any information about the status of that suspect. They also say that suspect is not in custody. It's unclear where that suspect is. The chief also spoke about whether or not there was anyone else involved. Take a listen.
We're looking to see if there's more than one person. We're still trying to figure that out. We're trying to get access to the video. At the moment, we just tell people that shelter in place for at least a mile area until we determine that there's no one else that maybe was on foot and fled the area, until we figure out exactly what's going on.
Now, the FBI Director Kash Patel has also sent some information saying that the FBI is there. They have sent agents to the scene dealing with what they're calling a apparent vehicle ramming and active shooter situation at the synagogue. They say that parents have been reunited with some of the children that were at the Early Childhood Learning Center. And again, there are no reports of any casualties here at this scene yet, except, of course, for possibly the shooter themselves, which they don't have a status on. Now, if you come out to my screen, I can give you a better idea of where this is. So Detroit right here in the center of your screen, and this synagogue is over here in the northwest, and I'm going to zoom in to just show you how big this property is. It's a very, very large property. Again, 12,000 members at this temple, but you can see it's situated essentially in a residential area of northwest Detroit. They're calling this West Bloomfield Township. And there is a shelter-in-place order for about a mile outside of this location. So in an area about like this, they're asking everybody to stay in their homes while they make sure that there is no one else that was involved, or if that shooter somehow got away and they're in the area, the FBI and the local police there simply don't know. If we can go back to another live shot there at the scene, we have several different live pictures that are coming in from various media organizations. You can see a huge amount, Amanda, of all of those local deputies and police in the area. And again, we're just trying to get some more information, if we can, both from our station in Detroit, who's working on this. They have reporters at the scene, and of course from the FBI about the status of that shooter. And thankfully, though, they say right now there are no reports of any injuries, which is just incredible.
And I think what's really concerning with this one is this happened a few hours ago, and we don't have a lot of information on the suspect, so that's why we're seeing such a broad and wide reach of who needs to be secure in this area. Also very concerning that there's a preschool, early education, as you said, in that temple area as well. When it comes to houses of worship, there is that increased threat there. It makes people in the community very concerned. It adds a broader conversation to all of this. We've seen extra security just when it comes to Jewish temples recently too, and that's a big concern. I have been reading that at this temple, at Temple Israel, reports say that security personnel were present at the time and actually exchanged gunfire with the attacker during this incident, and they did engage with that suspect when that vehicle crashed into the building and shots were fired. So they did have that security there that we're seeing in so many temples, even here in Southern California.
Yeah, exactly. To your point, there was armed security at this temple. And also to your point, the Jewish Federation of Detroit, we have learned, is advising all Jewish organizations in the area of any kind to go what's called into lockdown protocol. No one in or out of any of those Jewish organization buildings in the area because they just don't know the status of that shooter or if there is any other type of attacks like this or if this is an isolated incident or what this is. But the Jewish Federation of Detroit is advising all of the Jewish organizations in that area, I guess essentially the Detroit area, to have a heightened lockdown protocol and to have nobody in or out of the building. But you can see there is a massive law enforcement presence here in West Bloomfield, again, which is to the northwest of the city of Detroit. This is a residential area, lots of homes in this area, but Temple Israel situated directly in this residential area, 12,000 members in what is being described as the nation's largest Reform synagogue, now dealing with this situation where there's possibly a fire inside that building. We saw that aerial video of smoke coming out of some of the vents. We don't know how widespread that fire is. And it's possible because they don't know where the shooter is, firefighters cannot effectively go inside unless they know the scene is secure. Police and federal agents don't want to put firefighters in danger, so they have to secure that scene, make sure that no first responders could be harmed before they can begin fighting that fire. So hopefully they're able to secure that scene so they can get that fire put out inside of that temple.
Very concerning for so many people. Still waiting to find out too if there are any injuries or what's happening to the people involved in this, just innocent victims in this active shooter situation in Michigan. We will continue to follow this. Mark, thank you for all of those updates. Always really appreciate it. We'll come back to you in a few minutes for more on that. All right, let's get back to home with the heat. We're going to go over to Chief Meteorologist Paul Diano with your next weather alert. You can already start to feel I went out on my break, and the sun is shining today.
Okay. Let's see if I can figure anything out. And seconds ago, literally as we finished, suspect in attack in Michigan Synagogue is dead. Confirmed. We just missed it. It literally popped up 1 second ago. Oh, all right. Okay, so hopefully that means there's no further destruction there, but suspect is dead, AP source says. Well, that's going to be the updated 15. Okay. What else do we have? No further soundbite. Okay, I'm going to listen to what this reporter says.
Yeah, we are already starting to feel the heat. Paul, good morning. We are live at Manhattan Beach, right near the pier. Check it out here. They have some beach volleyball going on, and so it's a perfect day, picturesque, and this is where the people we've talked with today say they want to be during all this heat.
Hi.
There are many places where you can get some nice.
LAPD involved, yes, right. Well, I can do LAPD. I mean, that's my thing, right? LAPD. Let me see. What's the chopper say? Hold on. Let me do today. What do we know about this? LAPD officer involved crash at Lamert Park. Reports traffic collision, engine to rescue, no transports. Yeah, it's unconfirmed. Reported officer involved crash. 2 ambulances for LAPD officers, both women unsure of their injuries. Yeah, we should do this. I should do this. Okay. Okay. But yeah, the 15. Okay, 15. All right, roger that. All right, bye. Okay, chat. LAPD officer involved crash. Okay. Hi. I did, but Paul Cordell wants me to do LAPD officer involved crash at 11:15. I mean, is that? Do you want to touch base with him? Okay, it's at 11:30. Yes. Okay, very well. Bye bye. Okay. Hey, gonna use chopper at 11:15. Thank you. Okay, bye. LAPD is assuming 2 RAs at this time. I guess the third will be on scene. Doesn't sound life-threatening to anybody. Great news. Okay.
Before you dive into the water to cool off, but of course be safe during these extreme temperatures. Live in Manhattan Beach, Rick Fontenot, CBS LA.
It looks beautiful out there, but it's hot. All right, thank you so much. Stay CBS LA all day. We will be tracking the heat and its impact on our area. You can also find the latest on CBSLA.com. as well as closing the Strait of Hormuz to
Okay.
cut off global oil supply. The Trump administration announced starting next week it will release 172 million barrels of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. The threats from Iran are causing concern here at home. CBS LA's Tina Patel is monitoring an FBI alert and heightened security ahead of this weekend's Oscars.
Law enforcement officials say there's no specific threat against the Oscars, but even a general threat is on the radars of those who are doing the last-minute preparations, trying to make sure that everyone who attends the ceremony on Sunday is safe. Here's what the FBI bulletin says.
What was I saying?
Iran allegedly aspired to conduct a surprise attack using unmanned aerial vehicles from an unidentified vessel off the coast of the United States homeland, specifically against unspecified targets in California. This was an unverified tip from early February before the current Iran conflict began, but the FBI wanted to make sure local law enforcement agencies were aware of it. We reached out to the LAPD and Sheriff's Department. Both say they've increased their vigilance and are working with state
Two
and local
officers
partners,
injured.
sharing intelligence about potential threats, and making sure they're working with officers and agents in and around the award show this weekend. And when we specifically asked about the use of drones or other types of weapons being deployed, the LAPD incident commander for the Oscars assured us they're utilizing technology. He says there will be bomb techs, SWAT, and mobile field forces on standby.
Whether we're planning for a single individual we're going to have some bad actors that commit terrorism.
Okay.
We have to.
Crenshaw LAPD Southwest unit involved in traffic collision. 2 ambulances for LAPD officers, both women, unsure of their injuries, unsure if other party needs an ambulance or not at this time. Okay. This is LAPD Southwest, 1050. LAPD Southwest. Let's listen to the radio traffic chat. Oh, of course, this is.
Road closures and barricades as we get closer to the event on Sunday. In Hollywood, Tina Patel, CBS LA.
Tina, thank you. The executive director of the Port of LA held a media.
Oh my God, this is so loud. I almost blew my head off. Okay, Harbor, Newton, Southwest,
With so many
312, 1050.
From the tariff ruling to broader trade policy shifts and the conflict unfolding every minute in the Middle East, there's real uncertainty across this industry.
He addressed the latest cargo numbers at the Port of LA, saying that cargo volume in February was up 3% compared to February of last year. He also says during the first 2 weeks of the war in Iran, there's been no disruptions of cargo coming into the Port of LA. Soroka says because of the uncertainty in the Middle East, at some point there could be a dip in cargo volume at the port. You can stay with CBS LA for the latest on the war with Iran. We also have a team of reporters dedicated to covering the impact here in Southern California. 6 families have united in their Eaton fire recovery efforts. There was a joint groundbreaking this morning for their new homes in the Lavina neighborhood. By teaming up and picking up a turnkey design, the homeowners will be able to move through planning, permitting, and construction faster. They'll be able to save some money too.
This was an incredibly challenging event. But my goodness, we feel so fortunate in so many ways. And you all have been such an important part of that.
So much hope. We are working with Brookfield Residential, who are part of Builders Alliance, a nonprofit working to speed up home building in these recovery efforts. Brookfield CEO said construction should be done by September. Before you know it. After the break, our Mark Liu has breaking news of an officer-involved collision in Lamert Park. Stay with us on that. I thought we had Chopper. Oh, okay. Are we going to follow up on this Michigan thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it 11:30, or at least I thought.
Okay.
Okay. Looks like the Chad, I know. Sorry, you had asked. It looks like it sounds like the LAPD officers are going to be okay. It's 2 women. they're both conscious and breathing. Okay. This is Leimert Park, right? Is it in Leimert Park? One minute, Roger. Yeah, it's Leimert Park. Okay. Roger that.